Crypto is again all the rage after the results of last week's election. Following Trump's re-election, Bitcoin has soared as high as $93,000 at the time of recording. And quite frankly, by the time you're watching this, it's probably going to even be higher. And that means crypto equities are back in play. In particular, we're talking Hut 8 Corp, who just posted their Q3 results, which the market rewarded handsomely. The equity was up as much as 19% following the release of the results, with the equity running in tandem with Bitcoin Wednesday morning, before they both pulled back in unison. Why the bullishness on the results? Well, let's dive in. Okay, so let's start with the high level. Hut 8 on Wednesday posted top-line revenue of $44 million, a whopping 101% increase on a year-over-year basis from the $22 million recorded in Q3 of 2023, and a beat on consensus estimates of $39 million. On a segmented basis, digital asset mining actually saw a decline on a year-over-year basis, falling from $16 million in revenue to just $12 million. Managed services, meanwhile, quadrupled, going from $4.8 million to $20.8 million. High-performance computing recorded $3.4 million in revenue, while other revenue totaled $7.9 million. Cost of revenue, which notably excludes depreciation and amortization, a key cost in both digital asset mining and high-performance computing, came in at just under $18 million, a 23% jump on a year-over-year basis from $13.5 million. Operating expenses, meanwhile, totaled $28 million, leading to an operating loss of $1.6 million, an increase from the $700,000 loss recorded in the year-ago period. After other income of $2.9 million, which includes a $6 million gain from the extinguishment of certain debt, along with income tax provisions, Hut 8 posted a net income of $900,000, or 1 cent a share. Comparatively, last year the company posted a net loss of $4.4 million, or 10 cents a share. Adjusted EBITDA totaled $5.6 million for the quarter, compared to $11.4 million in the year prior. As of the end of the quarter, the company had a cash position of $73 million versus $27 million as of the end of the second quarter. Bitcoin holdings, meanwhile, grew from 9,102 Bitcoin to 9,106 on a sequential basis, with a market value of $577 million. Now, that market value is based on Bitcoin pricing as of September 30th. If we use today's prices of, let's just say, $90,000 per Bitcoin, we can estimate that that Bitcoin is now worth closer to $820 million. While no longer Hut 8's largest revenue segment, the company is by and large known as a Bitcoin miner. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of those operations. During the third quarter, Hut 8 produced a total of 234 Bitcoin versus 675 in the year-ago period. This decline can largely be attributed to the halving event that occurred early in 2024, which in layman's terms means that the Bitcoin mining difficulty doubled, thereby cutting in half the capability of Bitcoin miners. The cost to mine a single Bitcoin as a result nearly doubled, climbing 82% from $17,000 to $31,000. The weighted average revenue per Bitcoin mined, however, improved more dramatically, jumping 118% from $28,000 to $61,000. Hut 8 mining hash rate, meanwhile, sat at 5.6 exahashes per second, which the company says will increase to 9.3 following the upgrading of 111 megawatt of self-mining capacity in Q1 of 2025. This, combined with a Bitmain partnership to develop and host a 15 exahash per second new generation miner at Hut 8's Vega facility, provides a path for the company to achieve 24 exahashes per second of self-mining hash rate by the end of Q2, should purchase options be exercised. As of quarter end, Hut 8 had energy capacity under their mining segment of 967 megawatts, an increase from 730 in the same period last year, while total energy capacity, including other segments, grew from 730 megawatts to 1,322. Energy cost per megawatt hour, meanwhile, fell from $42.73 to $28.83, a 33% improvement. Outside of Bitcoin mining, the third quarter saw the launch of Hut 8's GPU as a service business, which is said to focus on providing computing power to AI-focused operators. The quarter saw the delivery of Hut 8's first cluster to an AI cloud services provider under a 5-year arrangement. The arrangement specifies that Hut 8 will be paid fixed infrastructure payments plus revenue sharing. On top of this, the development pipeline is said to include 3 projects for large-scale AI data centers, which represent over 430 megawatts of capacity, with power delivery slated to be available before the end of next year. Commercial structures are said to be currently in the exploration stage of discussion. This pipeline as a whole, meanwhile, is said to exceed 5 gigawatts, with more than 1.5 gigawatts under exclusivity, which is believed to refer to the entire operations of Hut 8 and not just data centers. And in terms of soft guidance, Hut 8 has stated that key initiatives, such as the launch of the GPU as a service segment along with the Bitmain partnership, are projected to generate 9 figures in new annual revenue. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Hut 8 had a decent quarter, beating analysts' expectations. But let's be honest, the reason for the run here likely has more to do with the price of Bitcoin being up substantially over the last 2 weeks rather than the performance of Hut 8 itself. Despite not being their largest segment, the company is known for Bitcoin mining. And in a Bitcoin bull market, that's what people want to buy. So if you think Bitcoin is going to continue this run and cross the $100,000 mark, well, Hut 8 might be for you. If you're less of a believer in crypto, then there's probably better names out there for your portfolio. And as for the GPU as a service segment, I just don't think it's going to get the kind of tailwinds that they had when they were mining Bitcoin and there were no Bitcoin ETFs available. It's a really necessary service and they probably can make some money on it, but there's really no moat to it. It's just a matter of owning GPUs and renting them out. There's nothing sexy about it, and I don't think that the markets are ever really going to pick up on it, and you're never going to really get that great of a multiple. But that's just my opinion. Guys, I appreciate everybody who made it to the end of this video. Let us know what you think of Hut 8. Also, if you got other companies you want us to cover in this Q3 earnings season, please write it down in the comments section. Also, we appreciate all the feedback we're getting on these earnings videos we do. So please keep it up, guys. Smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And also, just let us know what you think in the comments section. Thanks for watching, everyone.